Hey, what's up, guys? Sora Lucis Kylum here. And continuing where we last left off is in Final Fantasy XVI. Now, let's get to it. Alright, everything's back to the way it was before. Last time we left off. And as usual, things are never easy. Hey Kyrie, hey Dimensional King. Just in time, I barely started playing the game. Hey Chris, welcome to my chat. That's cool. I do love Dragon Ball Z, and someday I'm gonna get Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Let's see now. There we go. Speaking of streams, that was an awesome stream, Kyrie. Now, I really want to play that game, but I'll play it as soon as I have enough money to buy it. She inspired me too, Dragon Chris. She inspired me to want to play Tales of Cesteria again and Vesperia. But right now, there's a whole bunch of games that I want to play for the PS5. Like Lost Soul, Abide, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Hey, Paul. Really? You got one, Kyrie? Well, maybe we should befriend each other. You want to send me a request? Don't worry, you'll get there, Chris. It took me a while, but I finally got one. Alright, let's keep moving. I see. Okay then. Well, whenever you got the time, just send me the request. It's the same username, Sora Lucis Kylum. And my profile picture would be Red Hood from Batman Arkham Knight. Good thing I bothered to check over there first. It's like I always told Kirito, we gotta make sure we don't miss anything, or we're gonna regret it. And that means searching for every kind of items we can find out there that could prove useful.
I understand. I faced my demons, then you must face yours.
Everyone's gotta face their own demons, Clyde. Even me.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
The gods let it so.
Too slow, big weight. Exactly. It's always good to come prepared. Miss, big guy. My turn. Yoo-hoo! Woohoo! Just 2 more to go. Sid, thank you for Ramuh's power. It's been helping us out throughout the whole time. That could prove useful. This is what we've been looking for.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Field.
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance.
Jill.
I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
You're the real monster, not her! Ah! What's going on? What is that? Whoa! Look out!
Jill! Freed. Come on. Remember how it felt.
Come on, Clive. Jill needs you. Clive!
Why? Why can't I do it?
We have to stop this thing!
Please, just once.
Now that's more like it.
We better make this quick.
Alright, he's staggered. Get him! Oh no.
Damn it.
Nice one, Jill!
All right. I won't take long.
Let's wrap this up!
Nice try. All yours, Torgo.
Too slow. Uh-oh.
Nice try. Get him.
Come on. Wrap this up quickly before the volcano hits us. Here it comes. Whoa.
Nice try.
There you are.
Nice try.
That was close.
Let's roll ready.
Got him! You're finished! Alright, level up. 28. Not so hot now, are you?
Jill!
Hey, are you okay?
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
You don't have enough strength to do it. Let us do it for you.
Here. Use this.
All right.
Sid. We're one step closer to freedom.
That's right. So keep watching.
Crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
Oh.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
You're right. We better get out of here.
We need to leave.
Agreed. so now you keep yours.
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dhalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dhalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbreque need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. The looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
I wonder if there's anything new here. Oh, something's new been added to the blacksmith. Let's see if there's a new weapon or something. Let's see, this way.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid?
Maybe some new items too.
Crystal?
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
This is much more stronger. So, why not?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Anything stronger? Yeah, platinum built. 5 times more stronger.
Better I'll be here.
Okay. Platinum cannons. Not much, but it'll still do.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Wait, cluster Chandler's whispers. Let's, This can increase my ability points, then that can help me get much more better APs.
You'll not find a better price than that.
The more APs I get, the more I can distribute them to get my skills a lot more stronger, so I'll take that.
It'd better I'll be here.
Okay, what can I have to sell? Nope, not selling ambitious. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sword. Well, let's go straight to my items. Using crafting.
Come again.
You know what?
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive? What's that for you, dear?
Reinforce it to make much more stronger, huh? Too bad I can't. Too bad I don't got any for ambitious to get stronger.
No scratches, right?
I'll try my best.
Should last you a good while.
Now that's much
no
more
scratches,
better.
right? bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
No, that'll do.
Is it business or pleasure? Go on then.
Business as usual.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Now, let's see if I can upgrade those. Huh, I already did. This sword. It almost looks like a bigger version of Jill's rapier. Now, speaking of which, we should go see her. Got it. Wait, should I take a side quest before I see her?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
Is something wrong?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me?
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
Speaking of ability points, let's check out my new ability points and see what I could distribute. Okay, that one looks efficient. That can be upgraded to master, but that causes 1,000. Garuda's powers. This is too much. Although, that one looks pretty good. Any one of these 2 will be upgraded to master already. I just gotta make sure I choose right. Might as well. I'll make you a master later. But for now, I need to make Ramos stronger so he can catch up to you guys. That one also looks pretty good. Oh man, now that looks cool too. I guess I can make that stronger too. Done. back to the side quest mission. Sorry, Jill, but just wait for me a little bit longer. Huh. That wasn't so long.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Guess I'm gonna have to take a long
Let's hope
walk.
the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe?
We can try. Could be bandits, could be monsters, either way. We can't fulfill our promise to her unless we get those drapes. I think I'll call for Ambrosia to help. Alright, let's ride! Uh-oh.
Safe.
That is one ugly looking chocobo. That's what I would call them. But they look more like dinosaur chocobo mix. I'm so glad I took that side quest to obtain a chocobo and be reunited with a long-lost friend. Uh-oh.
Time to fight. Straight home now. Get him!
Leveling up does have its perks against weak enemies. It's not that far now. No need to call her again.
That damn bird's a menace. She meant nothing by it, I swear. Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in. But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all
We're not
thanks to
bandits.
this fool.
We're not bandits.
It was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bucklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits! As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I was kind of hoping for monsters, but
I'll deal with the
you'll be a good
lover.
exercise for
You
me.
take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that. Slow.
Over here. Go for it. Get him.
All yours, Tor.
Nice try.
Too slow, Granny Pants. My turn. Three strikes and you're out. Come on. I barely broke a sweat against you.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
Are you okay?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
You're welcome.
That's that done then.
And thank you.
Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I
And
believe
there's no
this
need to
will more than
apologize.
satisfy your needs.
And there's no need to apologize. We were just happy to help.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh no, oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Me neither. What do you guys think?
this one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Got much more better experience points than I usually do. This item that I got equipped is really helpful.
Said they'd be made of linen, not sackcloth. I've never had a dress made of linen.
Where am I supposed to go for that? I see. Okay. There you are.
Let's see about planting those seeds. Won't be long now, Martel. You'll try it. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Not at all. I'd be happy to.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Yeah, she does remind me of Weiss as well. Imagine if she can also have a soul drive, and her soul drive would also be a dominant soul.
Let us know if you find any.
She'll use the power of Shiva.
I'll see about replacing them.
Then, once she does use that, we could probably call her Snow Goddess or something like that. She's used to Snow Angel, Snow Queen, Ice Queen, an ice princess too. But calling her a snow goddess? That's new.
Our man in Dallimore mentioned that Cook is not having seen it.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved
If Weiss
plants
becomes a
more than
Power
people.
Ranger, she could
Aye,
be
and brave as a
Silver
babe, boy.
Ranger, or the White
Remember
Ranger,
when she ran back into the hideaway to
or
collect
maybe
them
even the
trees
Snow
when Tanya
Ranger,
attacked?
like Udonna from Power Rangers Mystic Force.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Right, the White Mystic Ranger.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Man, they look
Blimey,
delicious.
Please take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clyde, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
You got it.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Well, this will save me the trouble.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
Good. Because they were really delicious
like
looking.
Your fruit, Martel? Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Let's see about planting those seeds.
This is a close one, so we'll start with this one next.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
We'll help.
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Teleportation is a lot more easier.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
Exactly leave old Martha in the lurch after everything she's done.
It'll take ages to tidy all this
Get over here! That was too easy. I wonder if I can call for Ambrosio now. Nope, not yet.
bushes near the abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
There you are. Take this! Get over here!
This goblin. He certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers,
Whoa! 3 strikes and you're out. Well, more than 3 strikes. Missed.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. Might as well
Good
go
boy,
as many as I
Targo.
can.
Taking this quest really did pay off.
Something familiar about this scent.
Now, let's see. One more.
Reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Cid. What brings you to the gardens?
The Morgan beards. We got them.
I found your flowers.
Yes, yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals. And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Thank you. I know these will help. consumable potency enhanced. Nice. Glad I took that side quest.
Let us know if you find any rotten planks. I'll see about replacing them.
Maybe if I take another, it'll be really worth it. There you are. Let's see. What do you got for us?
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
If someone's in need of help, who am I to say no?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Got it. Good luck. What did I say about singing?
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Let's hear it.
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal?
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Good luck to you.
Yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend.
Nectar,
was it?
Okay.
I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Sure.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
We want to ask you about the Griffin sites. Dulcemere. That looks like it. So they gotta be looking in Dulcemere. Got it.
Our man in Dalamo mentioned that Kupka's guard haven't been seen there of late.
The calm before the storm.
Where is it?
Perhaps.
I get it. First things first. It's gotta be somewhere in the West Gate. I see. That must be what that is. Alright. Let's travel this way.
Good.
Gotta make sure I go the right way.
Good to you.
Yep.
Sid.
Finding these things are gonna be really difficult to find.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals.
Okay, now this way. Alright, I think from here we can call for a friend.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Nope. How about now? Yep.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Gotta make sure that's the only path.
You deserve a rest.
Well, fighting monsters will help you level up and get ready for any kind of battle. There could be some more. I'm not sure if I can call for Ambrosia yet. Yep.
This one.
We got a big one here. Take this! Missed. Oh, got another one. Man. Not even really worth the challenge much. Okay.
Let's go.
Faster.
Ride like the wind. Again? Too soon.
Thanks, Gal.
Over here.
Come on.
Sorry to call again so early, but it's better to travel with you. Yep. And you know what? It's better to fight with you too. Good work.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Be safe.
Okay, the Griffin's gotta be around here somewhere. Found him. Man, it would be really cool to own one and fly around in. But for this mission, we have to defeat you.
The work will have to wait.
Morgul, look sharp.
Miss. Now feel the burn. Take this! Thunder! Have a taste of my own feathers! I'm getting hungry right now. I'm up for some fried chicken after this.
Something there, boy.
Huh? More like someone.
Could that be our man?
Let's find out. But first things first, we gotta make sure we get the item we see there. Two gil. Barely pocket change.
You all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
Good thing we came here just in time.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
Take care.
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Hopefully so. Good boy, Targo.
And with a bit of luck, Clive. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him.
We found him all right.
And he asked me to give you this.
Along with his regards.
You're joking.
Nope.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Yeah.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there.
No one can be better than him.
Anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
No problem. Just glad to help. We'd be nothing without him. And his work has always helped us out through our journeys. Darkslayer gear recipe unlocked. You have attained the design draft for Darkslayer gear. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer. There's a Blackthorn and the Hideaway for details on material requirements. Okay. Well, let's check it right now.
Clive. Not saying Fordian, do you?
Darkslayer belt. I need just one electrum for it. And a Darkslayer bracelet. Gladius Max.
Got it.
Not sure where that is, but hopefully our journeys will lead us to it.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kupka's guard hadn't been seen there.
The calm before the storm, perhaps.
I could replace this one. Let's see. Okay, all set.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
Oh.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you? In here.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me?
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
You heard him.
I'm coming too.
So am
After
I.
all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Don't worry. Gov gave you the news then.
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Right.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be. Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense. A fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dhalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
Of course he's after him. After what happened to Benedicta,
You said Kupka's forces
blames
sailed up
him.
the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dhalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dhalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
we're with you.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
And good luck.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Alright, let's do this. Clive.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
All this for
Clive,
a bitch.
We can get through here.
All this for Benedicta. Gotcha.
Murderous!
So this one dies first!
There's only one fitting punishment.
Goblin Slayer was right. These people may not be goblins, but if there is a wizard or a shaman with them, they die first.
I yield! I yield!
They bend a knee and still you show no mercy. Well, in that case, you won't be getting mercy from us either.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen!
You want to stay?
Garuda, lend me your power.
Out of our way!
Shaman.
Sick.
I got the big guy. You deal with the others. Take this. Nice try. This is a huge mess.
It's the out. Get out of my city or die.
I think they prefer the second option. He gave you a choice, and you've made your choices.
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Almost there. We're coming for you, Kupka. Get out of our way!
Set her loose!
Great.
Have a curl.
And I can tell she doesn't play nice.
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
Bad move, Sparky. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned!
It's building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes.
Let's try.
It's down.
Then let's
make
get
this
it!
count.
Missed. Now you're done. Jill?
We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say, Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kupka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Don't hurt her!
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Let her go now.
Fuck.
Fine. You're a real coward, Kupka.
Now, on to the festivities.
Don't get too comfortable. We're still not done with you yet.
That's just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.
Hey, it's no big deal, Paul. It's not over yet. We'll get back at him.
Headsman!
Where do you want me?
You! Bring the prisoner!
Yeah, it's no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Oh. Gav!
Gav!
Shh. Oh, right. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. But the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my
We'll
way up
handle
top
them.
and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Nice.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming.
Let's
to get
do
to the
this now.
courtyard.
Let's do this now.
Don't you let her die.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Targle. Sick 'em, boy.
It's a bloody wolf!
Whoa! Never seen him do that before.
Jill, Can you stand?
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes. Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
There is nothing entertaining about this.
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Alright, let's get him.
Care to explain what the fuck your dog just did, man?
Later, everyone. With me. That includes you, Toggle.
The big guy's mine.
Where did this lot come from?
Jill, can you still fight?
I can try.
There are wizards here, I gotta make sure. It's this!
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
Don't bet on it.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come.
Your turn. No more, Kupka. This time, your turn. And good thing, too.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
Wonder if I should upgrade my abilities now. I can get them all to 1,000. I can get them all to master level now. I don't have enough for this one. So. And this one too. Alright, let's do this.
I promise you, Sid. He'll die by my hand. Kupka.
You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler. An army, even a people, a veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
Ah.
No!
Ah.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you. You killed her.
I did.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are! But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust! Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done! I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy.
Now die!
It is time you learn what becomes of those who dare to cross me.
Cross! I'll kill you!
Missed! You want back at Sid as well? Then here's some of his power!
You will die by my hand, Rosefield. My hatred for you is unending. And yield then. Let this palace be your grave!
What? Whoa!
Shit.
Nice try. What's so funny?
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape. The earth will always be my domain.
You wanna go all out too? So will I! try.
Nice try.
Slow as a rock.
Nice try.
Whoa!
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends here.
Man, his powers is almost like Sora's whenever he's using her power. Uh-oh. I don't think so. Going all out now. Yes! We did it, Sid. We did it, everyone. Clive! Oh. All the lives that you have taken with those hands are no more. Your days of taking everyone's lives, ruining everyone's lives are over. Huh? Who's...
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
What the...
Wait! Another time, Mythos.
Who was that?
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
You found him. And you found him.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway.
Yeah.
I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through.
We all need
Let's
rest.
worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright. It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
We did. Though it's in bad condition right now at the moment. But still, like Kyrie's grandmother said, the lights within people's hearts will always help rebuild the world. And we can rebuild it later. For now, let's get some rest.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk
I'm
to
not
him.
sure about that,
And I'll
Lance.
talk to Tomes.
But
The lawsman.
We will make sure that he does get what he deserves.
Your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friends ever done that before...
No, Dylan.
I'm betting Torms will have read about it.
Maybe a little bit, but
what I want to know is...
I'll be alright.
What happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our
Of course we're
arses,
worried, Paul.
But if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill, listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Now that we got the new power, the power of Earth and Titan to be exact, I think we can call it a little bit of quits for today. This is where I save it, and then I'll stop broadcasting. So, thank you all for joining me on tonight's stream, and for joining me to an epic battle. This battle was really amazing, and I'm really glad I have you guys here to see that live as well. Good night, everyone.